Hello, and on today we will be checking out the Trackmaster Railway Race Set. This is the first set we have gotten that is from The Great Race, the up-and-coming DVD movie that's coming out in the fall of 2016. Might be out already some other places, and you might be watching this video after the movie comes out. Either way, this is the set where you get to race head to head, and it comes with a couple of nice little things. Like, it comes like with a couple of engines. One, there's a streamlined Thomas, and there's a racing Percy. So, since these engines are super cool on their own, they will be covered in a different video, but for right now we are going to be talking basically about this set, the Railway Race Set, okay? Alright, so without further ado, we're going to unbox this set and see what it has to offer, alright? So, looks like some cool stuff on the back. Okay, it says, in an exciting race around the railway as Thomas and Percy compete for first place, put the two engines behind the starting line, switch them on, and release the brake tracks to send them on their way. Watch as they head for the bridge, and watch as it bursts apart to make way for the speeding engines. When the first train completes the full loop and crosses the finish line, a checkered flag will signal his victory as the fireworks erupt from the gantry. Now they should have said a checkered flag will signal his or her victory as the fireworks erupt from the gantry, because of course we're going to be racing some other engines like Emily, Caitlin, some other ones in addition to Percy and Thomas. Alright, so there you have the synopsis for this set. Let's open it up and see what it has to offer. Let's start with the instructions. Alright, the instructions, oh, they give you the colorful instructions. Look at that, Railway Race Set. So I'm going to try to do an expanded view of these so you can see these better. But basically, this tells you how to play. So it's a lot of big. So they give you the layout. They tell you how to play, how to adjust the loops, what's supposed to happen on one side, and the stop and go and the stop tracks, and what happens with this bridge and the finish line. Okay. On the other side, they give you the pieces, tell you where you put the stickers at, and of course tell you how to assemble the bridge piece. Okay, so this features of this set, it is supposed to be, let's see, it is supposed to offer a bridge that bursts apart, and then two racing engines and two separate loops, and a winner take all type of mentality. Okay, there's some stickers you got to place on some of the pieces. Okay, and so let's see. Here we go. Alright, bridge pieces. Here's the finish line gantry piece. Pieces for the bridge. Here's the bridge piece, guys. It's connected to one another, so you have no other option but to use it like it is supposed to be used. But I'm sure you can extend the racetrack itself. Now here's something that's kind of new. It looks like a whole full-length stop track plus another quarter piece connected all as one piece. These go underneath the gantry. You get two of these, okay? And you get, I don't know why they went with blue. The other ones are gray that come in the other set, but you get two, I guess the colors, I guess. But then you get two racing turnout pieces like this that are opposite for each side of the loop. Alright? Regular tracks, more bridge pieces, and that's it. So there you have it, the pieces. We will put these together and have a race. Okay, here we are. Set up all the way. Okay, it is over 6 feet long, so you need a lot of space for this set. But before you can have a race, there's several things you have to set up. Okay, and we'll be talking about those. I'm going to talk about a couple of features, and then we will see what a race looks like. Okay, so one of the first things you got to set up is the bridge. And let's just talk about how the bridge works real quick. All right, so when they race, there's a trigger on one of the tracks. So you have to put the bridge back together after the race. But one of the trains will trigger this and it will burst open the track. The bridge, I should say, right? And then the engines will cross both directions and the bridge doesn't go back together until you reset it manually yourself, okay? Then you also might be wondering, well, when do they ever go across the bridge when it is put together like this? Well, actually, in the actual racing part of this set, they don't. But can they cross this bridge? Yes, they can cross this bridge. A train can cross this bridge by himself, sometimes without even getting stuck. To do an even race, you have to set the one when you're facing the loops. You need to face that particular one to go on the shorter loop by straightening it up. The reason you got to do that is because initial part of the race is a little bit longer. Okay, so there you have it. Outer loop, inner loop. Okay, and you can switch these if you need to or whatever, or if you desire to, but you're gonna make the race uneven, but you can do it. Okay. All right. The other thing you got to set up is the gantry. Okay, so what happens is the gantry has fireworks that need to be pushed back down and the flags that they do push back down. You don't have to worry about if the engines hit these going out, like underneath here, anything. Not until the engines come back does it pick the winner for you, okay? So if this train comes in first, bam, fireworks. And if this train comes in first, fireworks on that side, okay? And the last thing you gotta do before you race, of course, is set the engines up. Now, these are stop tracks, so you just gotta make certain that the stops are raised backwards towards the back part of this track, and then you place the engines and decide whether or not you're gonna place the engines here, here, or either further back, you know, depending on where you want. Just make certain they're even together. Now,